So we got some new Pokemon today. They revealed a pre-evolution for Mudsdale. They revealed a evolution for Donald Trump ferret thing. They showed us a dancing bird with mimic and dancing abilities. And these are all well and good. And don't think that because I didn't pay any attention to those Pokemon that they just become less important. But the real thing I want to talk about, you know, is that they showed us some of the old Pokemon that we used to know and love in a new way. They showed us a Sandshrew, a Vulpix, a Sandslash, and a Ninetales, and an Executor in special Alolan forms. Alola form, I believe it's going to be called. Sandshrew looks pretty cute. It looks like it's got a igloo theme going on its back. Sandslash is pointy and jagged. Vulpix, who looks very fluffy and cloud-like, but Ninetales just looks ethereal. And Executor looks very silly. But looking at each of them, reading what their Pokedex entries are, it says that when Sandshrews left the region that they were in because of frequent volcanic activity, they adapted to their environment. They lost their ability to curl into a ball, but they can still slide on the ice like a curling puck. And while they lost a lot of speed, it sounded like they gained a lot in offensive power through their claws. Likewise, Sandslash, its quills are much sharper because it's got the ice coating, and it says that the Icy Mountain Sandshrew, when they evolved into the Icy Mountain Sandslash, they gained a lot of power, but they lost speed. So I'm wondering if this is a way to, create a new Pokemon without creating a new Pokemon, but I'll get to that in a moment. Vulpix was the same way. They came to Alola as an outside Pokemon with people, and when they eventually moved in and started habitating, they went into the Icy Mountains to stay away from other Pokemon's habitats, which, okay. But then, to adapt, their bodies changed from fire to ice, and are actually minus 58 degrees Fahrenheit, 50 degrees Celsius. That's pretty impressive. And it says that Ninetales seem to be emissaries and mountains and will protect people and help them in their time of need, and they believe it's a messenger of the gods. I forget what it said for Executor. It just said, Executor I'll start with. It's arguably the silliest one, but type-wise, it's a grass dragon instead of grass psychic. People have noticed that one of its heads, which was normally asleep, is now awake. I guess that makes it dragonic. It's also from a stout body to a very long body. It's more coconut tree looking than it was before. Dragon? I just don't get it. I guess it's more aggressive and less. It's different. I'll accept it. As far as the Sandshrews go, they're now the Sandshrew and Sandslash. It's now an ice type, and then Sandslash is an ice steel type, which kind of is a weird combination. But if you think about it, the claws would have to be razor sharp. The ice itself is very sharp. It could, it has ice on its body, so I kind of like it. At first when I saw these, it really didn't stick well with me. But then the Vulpix and the Ninetales, they're both ice types, but Ninetales is a fairy type. So it's like, what caused it to be a dual type? Because, Vulpix and Ninetales are just pure fire. On the other end of things, how does a Vulpix evolve into this new Ninetales? Do we get an ice stone? Do we use some method? Do we have to evolve it near the never melt ice like we do with Glaceon? It really begs the question. I thought what Game Freak did here, though, was very intelligent. It was a smart move because, they're not really creating new Pokemon, but they're making new Pokemon. They're saying that in different parts of the world, different Pokemon will evolve differently, and that's exactly what they're doing here. They're saying that, hey, this species had to adapt. It's scientifically sound and it makes sense. So while it may come off cheap, it's actually very intelligent. So I'll approve it. that's all I gotta say really about these new Pokemon. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe and check out my other ones. If you also want to check out the other things that I do, hit the links below and give me a follow.